Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we returned to Way of the Hunter Aurora Shores DLC. So last weekend, we opened up permission to hunt in the Ivuk Rainforest habitat here. We got our first Kodiak bear, which I admit my shot placements were terrible on, so I'm amazed that we took it down as we did. But we got to see that, tackle that, and what I think I want to do is, because it's pretty late in the day here, I'm actually going to turn time to the next day. I'm trying to remember right. We have to use the ladder, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, come on. There's the prompt. And there's actually some big news for Way of the Hunter, because we've got the next DLC announcement that's gone out recently for it, and it's taking us to a very interesting location for, like, just the second DLC for the game. It's actually taking us to Africa, to the Tikamoon Plains or something like that. There's not too much information on it right now, like we don't even know when it's going to go live. But what we do know is there's going to be approximately at least 10 new species to hunt on the map. I'm trying to remember everything they gave us in the rundown. There was wildebeest, kudu, lions, hyenas, gazelles, I think warthogs, honey badger, a species of goose. I can't list the other two because I'm already kind of losing track of the ones I have listed, but yeah, I think if you read the Steam page, it doesn't give you the exact number, but it does list and go through some of the species there. A couple of species that are absent from the roster, though, are any elephants or rhinos, and to be honest, I think that's kind of a good thing, given they are in a state of, I'm pretty sure they're at least endangered, probably critically endangered with the rhinos, perhaps, so I think it might be a smart call to have let them off the rosters, but there's still plenty of other stuff. Along with those new animals, hunting bows are going to be added, as well as some different gear, so that's going to be some other stuff that'll be interesting to try out. And it's just shaping up to be another really sizable DLC for what we're getting. Like, that's one thing Way of the Hunter, I think the DLCs, I mean, it has only been the one so far, but if they keep this trend, it's basically $1 per new animal to hunt, and I think that works really well. However, I do want to see how it's going to play out, because, like, the hunting bows, I don't know how they're going to stack up when it comes to... Actually, okay, just wanted to check something there, but everything looks like it's going okay. Yeah, my bad. So anyway, the hunting bows, I feel like they're going to play a lot like the crossbows do, whereas... Actually, one thing I should bring up, and I'll work on in my own time, is I want to try and get the these ones done for, like, the prone stance, because I think those are probably going to be the big thing to allow us to actually, like, use prone stance at all. Like, 15% less noise when moving, 50% less visible, and the big whopper here, a 50% reduction in both with a slower move speed. But as we tried in the series so far, when I did try going prone and moving about, a lot of the animals pick me up by sight or sound and easily alerted, so all I'll probably have to do is just in my own time, I'll say, do an auto walk and just pick a direction, just let them prone slowly going on its own way, if time can allow. Ooh, that'll actually be interesting for quick on the draw there. We do have a few things we're still working at for perk-wise. Yeah, lever actions, I still have a lot to work at here. I'm kind of wondering if they are going to include, like, a, new branch for, like, archery, because, like, where would you fit the crossbow in this? Would you think of it like bolt action or lever action? I definitely don't think it would be shotgun, but yeah, that'd be interesting to see, as maybe there'll be a new branch that'll come in that'll be, like, for archery, so bows and arrows, these are your things for it. But if I do want to use the bow and crossbow to their maximum effectiveness, I'll probably have to get these prone perks opened up and then work with that. We also are close to the Pied Piper here. We're getting the third calls are available. And, okay, I know where the one unconscious time is there. That's probably where we tried the race on Aurora Shores. The vehicle went into the water and I went for a swim. But yeah, we'll get a few things done in time. And just this episode, probably just focus on trying to go for the Sitka deer. I did try going over here last time. I kind of want to try going this way and see what these question marks are. So we'll just keep our ears open, stick with the same loadout of the crossbow and a tier 6 weapon, and try and get whatever we can as we go along. I'm not going to subject you guys to, like, watching me prone and crawl slowly, bit by bit by bit, all the way through. Because let's face it, that's going to be torture even for me trying to do it. But I think those perks are going to be vital to being opened up and allowing us to hunt better with both the crossbow and the hunting bow when it comes in. We don't really have a lot of information when it comes to the new gear. At least I don't think so. I admit I just kind of skimmed over the store page for what the next DLC would have, but there was no release date yet. Aurora Shores, I think, actually came out in a relatively good time for after the announcement was. Like, it wasn't very long. I don't even think a month had gone by in that release, so it could well be a couple of weekends, and then we'll suddenly be able to go on to the next DLC and see it and check it out. But yeah, it's exciting to have like so much coming in with each DLCs. Aurora Shores, because of some of the animals being a little carryover, like the mountain goats and the red foxes, I wasn't sure how much we would see in like a completely new map, but no, they are going hard on the DLC with like, again, possibly 10 new species to try going after and hunting. So I am all for it, and we'll see how we do. I'm trying to think if I can't think of any other big names from, like, Africa, big game hunting that are off the list. We've got wildebeest. Oh. Water buffalo might be another one that's on the list. I just couldn't remember or not if it was. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's wildebeest and water buffalo. Both do live in Africa. But yeah, so we'll cover that whenever it comes release. I think the biggest thing I'm curious about is not so much the bows, although I do wonder if they will have any, like, special customizations to them, like scopes, pin sights, etc. I think it's the other gear they're talking about. My guess is it's probably just going to be a lot more collars, but I still kind of have the thing where, like, when we look at the inventory, I feel like at least one of the optic slots might be a little weird to have. Like, I can understand having the two, because, like, say, maybe one's actually... Now that I think about it, I don't know if you even need two slots, because if you have Panera... Yeah, these have a rangefinder built in. So, truth be told, I'm not sure you need the 3 optic slots, so maybe that'll be something looked at and changed. Maybe something like a little... I know the Hunter has done it for at least Classic. I can't remember if Call of the Wild had anything in there, but like a scent cover or... camo gear or something, basically something you would apply that gives you a temporary boost to reduce your smell or sound or sight, etc. Just something small like that you can pump on as like a little extra buff to make things a little bit easier as you're going about and trying to hunt. And yeah, I'm going to just keep walking along here. I'm hoping we'll hear something soon. Changing the time of day to make it more earlier, I hope would have the animals a bit more active, but it could even be possible it's too early for them right now. Like, let me check for the Sitka deer. Oh no, actually, we should be around their feed time, so they might be active and we might be able to hear them as we're going about. We just need to wait for a call or a bit of sound or find a decent spot that has some sight to it. Because one of the things about this rainforest area is it's pretty dense with the tree lines. There are certain spots where it does open up quite a bit, and in fact, I think it actually might a little bit ahead here. Because as we were driving along, I remember there was like some open patches when we were trying to mark down the certain trees affected by the fungus that was rotting them from the inside out. Heart rot, I think it was called? Not the fungus, but like the affliction or whatever the tree suffered from it. Yeah, like, okay, this is a good spot to have some visibility, because I can... let's see, it looks like we got some more bear tracks. Yeah, more Kodiak bear tracks. I was kind of hoping we'd be right up on top of a hill that we'd get some nice visibility out. We kind of do, but it's also not exactly too... Oh, actually, that is a little inland lake, so... Okay, I don't have a lot of visibility here, but if we keep going along the road, maybe we'll get some better sighting to it. It is yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit of a darker colored video to watch just because the Hunter Sense active and it's not quite full sun is up and shining. But I think it shouldn't be too bad for like the quality. Oh, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so that's about 200 meters out. So actually, that wasn't too bad of a placement right there. Yeah, so that should be a decent enough spot to kind of let me know, okay, they're over there, or at least a group could be. Now, I don't know if I have a really good way to reaching them. I think what I want to do... Oh, see, the wind is going to be a problem, but I can't go through the bush, because that's just going to give us a right of way. I think I'm just going to keep working my way down. And there might be a way to sort of loop around once we get lower in. But that marker should be okay right there. I'm going to try walking and see if we have any alert calls go out. One thing's, Way of the Hunter does feel like the animals can pick you up a little bit in strange ways. Like, one of the things I do admit was nice with the Hunter Call of the Wild was as you would be moving along, you would have indicator for how much sound you're making. So you knew definitively, okay, me passing through the bush here, I'm making a lot more noise. Or me walking on the road, I'm not making too much noise. Yeah, with where they are, I could try calling some in. I think I prefer to get a visual on the animal first and then try bringing it in. Just so we don't kind of have it happen last weekend where I was trying for a bear or whatever that was in the bush for so long and nothing came of it. Okay, I don't see anything right up ahead. But this is the area where I mentioned it might open up and we'll get a better chance at some visibility to things. Yeah, I don't see anything out there. So we'll just go for a little stroll, get around the bend, and take a little bit of a look and see everything we've got to work with. We're not too far from where that call came out, so again, I can try possibly following this open patch, approach it a little bit better, and then call them in. It's like we got Sitka deer tracks here. So a herd of them, or at least one of them, was around here. I think it's probably safer to say it was a whole herd, because Oh! Actually, there's a nice little run you can kind of get some visibility to. Okay, let me just keep walking, because again, it looks like it clears up ahead here. And from there, I might be able to try look and see about going along the southern coast a bit. Yeah, I don't see anything up there. Oh. Okay, so that was quite a ways out. But you know what? I think we're going to try working a little bit more that direction. Because I think we'll be able to get into a decent spot we can call and watch them as they're coming in. Actually, I'm going to try using the crossbow, and I want to see what happens if I do use the crossbow to take down one of these Sitka. If I can get another lung shot, maybe this will kind of give us a clue as, okay, it's being affected by the bolt action perks, or if it doesn't, we know it's not being affected by them. Yeah, let's just push our way through here. This will bring us right out to the shore. Well, kind of to the shore. Is that a little... Yeah, it's a little bit of an inlet. And at least with us being down here too, the wind is blowing to our right, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything catching wind of us as we're trying to get into an okay position. Although, mentioning the okay position, it is a little tricky to think of where I want to try setting up right now. Oh. Actually, this might be a perfect spot right here to see. Not the predator call. Let's just see if we can get a low fitness male first. These might be the easiest ones to draw in. And with kind of how we got an overlook here, maybe they won't be too hard to draw out of hiding. I feel like the high fitness might be a little more difficult to bring out. But there's probably better odds of, if we are able to get any of the herd to us, it'll be through this. Oh, truth be told, you know what? I think their pathing is good enough that they'll figure a way down and come across this big plain here. It's just, again, I don't want to spend too long. I just want to wait and give it maybe 1 or 2 more tries. And if I don't hear anything replying back, maybe we'll try getting a little bit closer. Because I think that's the thing I need to keep in mind for, like, trying to do this efficiently in a timely manner. Is don't wait too long for nothing. But if you do have some responses and, like, feedback, then I can work with that. Kind of like how the Kodiak bear went for last episode. Yeah, see, I'm not getting anything replying. I didn't really see any movements up there. So I'm going to crouch and try approaching for more. It's kind of interesting to have just like this big little valley here. Like, I don't actually know if there'll be a good spot I can climb up. Oh, right there I can. Yeah, we'll see what's on the other side of this and try going a little bit further. I think next episode, if I can get a Sitka deer this episode, I think we'll probably migrate and go somewhere else for a little bit more hunting. Just trying to think of what areas would be kind of nice to work at. Maybe up along that really northern area. Because, like, we know there were mountain goats. We've seen, I think, some elk up there. Might be some moose. Okay, this... Oh, yeah, see, I talked about how, like, the bush got really thick if you go off the trails. This would be really hard to get anything. Ooh, although I thought I saw a little shine. Yeah, there is a shine of something here. Okay, looks like... Okay, I'm guessing the Kodiak bears were here to eat. Torn up stumps and logs. Yeah. Okay, so they often come here. Good luck seeing them, though. I want to just, like, keep trying to make my way to where we have marked. I don't know if it'll open up at all, because... Yeah, it's super hard to see. Nope. Okay, this might just be another need zone from for that same Kodiak group, but... Yeah, it is. Okay, it's opened up a little bit more here. If I can hear a call or... Hang on, I want to check here. It's might... Yeah, it's probably just more of the same Kodiak feed zone, but... Just want to hit it in case it might be another one. Okay, no, it's the same. Just figured I'd check because we are in the area and I don't know when I'd be in here next. I was kind of hoping I would have heard like another deer call go out. You know what? Maybe I'll try. We'll just try 3 rattles, see if we hear anything in response. If not, we'll keep going kind of to where that mark is. But we are under 100 meters away, so... If there was anything in the area, hopefully this would kind of bring its attention to us. But this is the kind of area where I sort of figured... Oh, actually, one thing I do still need to check is how I, like, activate that one perk thing. Because, like, if I do look in... where is it? Yeah, right here. Faster but louder movement while crouched. It says use action to walk fast while crouching, but I don't know what our action is. Yeah, see nothing. Yeah, I don't think they're still over here, otherwise we might have heard something in response. Haven't even actually heard, like, just a sound in the bush either. Like, not even a call, just like a footstep or a break or... Now, I know this wasn't the exact spot I had marked, but it is kind of close to it. So I wonder if I might find, like, a need zone up here. Truth be told, I haven't even heard the animals, like, rushing off or like they're scared, so they could have easily just been passing through quickly. Yeah, I think this was a bust. Shoot. It's just the middle of the wide open bush. Oh, there are some fresh droppings, but I don't really have any definitive paths to go off of from here. Oh, what am I stuck on? Okay, there we go. Let's see. You know what? It's not really easy to follow through this, but... yeah, I'll quickly take us back to the road and see where we'll go from there. I don't actually think it's going to be too far till we'll hit it. Yeah, I think I need to have... get calls that are both closer to where my position is, and... gotta be a bit smarter about how I approach it as well. Like, more bear tracks. See, in the bush like this, I don't think I'm going to come across game trails, really. They'll probably just be going from track to track. So let me... oh, this is a bit more of a definitive trail. But it is for Kodiak, and again, we're not super after them. If I can get lucky as we're going along and there's a call from not too far off, then yeah, I probably would go for it, but... as things currently stand, I'm not going to go chasing trails, just because who knows how old they were. Okay, we should be hitting the road in just a moment here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so... oh, wow, we literally popped out. I know exactly where we popped out. I'd love to get one animal, but I don't know if we'll get lucky. Again, I haven't heard any signs of wildlife. It's been really quiet for a long time. Actually, looking around here, I don't even see like a little shimmer of there being a drinking zone. Okay, there is the elk way up there, but again, I think it's too far out for me to be able to really make a good move. Yeah, I just took a few steps and went up to the 300, so it is literally right up at the top there. If I had the time, I might be able to try to draw it out and call it down to us, but with how much time I just spent wandering around the bush with nothing to show for it, we'll keep going and see if I can hear anything else call out. I don't want to rely on using the UTV to go around just because I don't know if it would be... Well, I mean, it would feel kind of cheap. Like, if the UTV is meant to not make as much noise and let you almost, like, sneak up on certain animals or herds, I think that would feel a little cheap to try using it for going after things. Okay, well, here's a start of an animal path, although it is basically just coming from where I was. I don't suppose I can spawn anything just by chance around here, can I? No, I don't think I'm going to get lucky with it. Yeah, that's basically just up along where we wanted to get into the bush. I should have stuck to my own thinking and stick to the roads and bring them out to us. I live, I learn. You guys make the mistake of watching. Everybody's not perfect. Well, we'll keep going and just see what else is along the road. Like, there is this footpath here. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll go down it. It probably won't take us too long to get to the end of it, and who knows, maybe because it is more of a footpath, it'll take us a little bit closer to where some of the animals could be. And there's all kinds of Kodiak sign. One thing I'm actually not sure about is, like, can the animals knock the player unconscious? Because last episode, I really thought we were going to get charged by that Kodiak after I took the crossbow shot at it, but it didn't really take the chance to go after us, so I have no idea if unconscious is more like you fall down steep things, your vehicle goes way too crazy and you either wreck it and you in it, or you kind of get, like, thrown into the water. I'm not sure what kind of dangers the players have to face in Way of the Hunter. I've always played, I guess, generally safe, so haven't had any animals come rushing us. Not exactly means I want to experiment and find out, but it makes you question it a little bit. And yeah, nothing out there. You know, I think I'd probably do next episode just in order to increase our odds of what we might be able to see or get. Is I'll go up along the really northern stretches of the map, try and take mountain goats, elk, moose, whatever's kind of hiding up along there. I know there are foxes too, but, well, I do have the crossbow, so I guess I could try calling them in if we do come across. Yeah, like, nothing for all the walking we've done. Haven't really seen or heard anything else aside from that Sitka deer way back. And it looks like the only thing out here is a little point of interest. Yeah, it's just a sign probably saying, like, ooh, look at across the way. It is a really nice vista to look at. Oh. Okay, well, we also found a wrecked boat. Well, actually, that's kind of interesting. It looks like they actually did a little bit of topographical features underwater. Like, yeah, it's not the reflection of the mountains. It's actually, they decided to do ridges and that underwater. Nothing that I think you would ever really see. Oh, even a nice, well, I say nice wave effect. It does look a little odd depending on how you see it. Because, like, the first view, it was kind of neat, but as it's rolling in more, it looks a lot weirder. But yeah, unfortunately, this episode was a bit of a bust. I guess the biggest thing is just the DLC info I was able to share with you guys at the beginning. So I don't really think we'll go up here. Instead, because I do want us to get something, we'll probably head up to the mountain cabin here and then start next episode from there. See if we can try to get some proper hunting in. I just wanted to go over, show off the island a little bit more since we did unlock it. Gotta learn some lessons, though, so that way we hunt a little bit more efficiently. But overall, it was just... the DLC news was the big thing to share with you guys. Okay. So, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Way of the Hunter. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. Until I do see you all in the next video or episode, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.